Hello, welcome to the Finish in 4 presentation for the College of Business and Economics, COBE for short. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to helping you enroll in the Finish in 4 program. Here is our wonderful advising staff. Hopefully you were able to meet with someone on this list prior to watching this video. If not, we highly recommend doing this before completing the Finish in 4 enrollment process. Remember that as a COBE student, you will have required advising each semester. You can contact our office directly if you need further information about meeting with a COBE advisor.
Here's what we will be covering in today's presentation. First, we will be reviewing how to access your advising notes. Second, we will briefly go over COBE admission requirements. And finally, we will look at the Finish in 4 contract. You will be responsible for downloading and completing the form before sending it to COBE Advising. To view your advising notes, you will need to log in to your my.boisestate.edu account. From there, you can navigate to the Advising and Academic Progress tab. Then you will need to select the Advising Notes menu option. Your notes will be listed first entry to latest. This is where you'll be able to view and download your academic planning materials.
If you are planning on completing any of the Bachelor's of Business Administration degrees within COBE, here is a brief reminder of the admission requirements for the college. First, you will need to complete all of the gateway classes. Those are the ones that are highlighted in yellow, with a minimum of a 2.5 gateway GPA. During your required advising appointment, you should have updated your plan to COBE admission with your advisor. Typically, you will apply for COBE admission in the second semester of your sophomore year. COBE advising will be sure to help you navigate submitting your application when you're ready.
Now it's time for us to take a look at the Finish in 4 contract. Please pay attention to this section as it has important information about the Finish in 4 agreement and what will be expected of you as a student to remain enrolled in this program. By signing this agreement, I consent to participation in the Boise State University Finish in 4 4-year graduation plan and agree to comply with the conditions outlined below. In addition, the university makes a commitment that graduation in 4 years will not be delayed by course availability.
To be eligible for the benefits of the plan, I will satisfy the following conditions. 1. Declare an undergraduate major that qualifies for the Finish in 4 program. Students seeking double majors or dual degrees will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis and may not be approved. An updated degree plan is required for any major or program changes. Failure to submit an updated plan will impact my eligibility. 2. Stay on track by remaining in good academic standing at the university. Make satisfactory academic progress, including passing all courses with required grade. I may retake courses as necessary, but understand that the need to retake or repeat a course will impact my eligibility. 3. Earn a minimum of 1/4 of the applicable credits in the prescribed sequence for my degree program each year. I may choose to include summer sessions. Summer sessions will not reduce eligible semesters in the program.
4. Meet with my academic advisor prior to my assigned registration time each semester and discuss my progress towards graduation as well as options for additional experiences such as study abroad, service learning, and internships. 5. Drop or add classes only after speaking with my academic advisor. I understand that dropping or adding a class may affect my plan and may result in ineligibility. 6. Enroll in any available courses needed for my degree program within 48 hours of my designated registration appointment. I understand that specific courses may not be available at the time or the semester in which I would prefer to take them. 7. Resolve any issues that may prohibit registration, including but not limited to securing financial aid, paying fines, and resolving judicial issues. My ability or inability to obtain financial aid does not affect the terms of the agreement.
Eight, meet all requirements of the major, option, minor, etc., including those for admission to and continuance in the major, option, or minor. Admission to the Finish in 4 program does not guarantee admission to the major, minor, or option. 9. Apply for graduation by the appropriate deadline and meet all other graduation requirements. 10. Accept responsibility for monitoring my progress by accessing web-based degree audit and grade records, and by acting on advice given by my advisor so that I stay on track towards my graduation in 4 years. 11. Notify my advisor and Finish in 4 coordinator in writing no later than 2 weeks after the start of my assigned registration period prior to the term when the course is/are needed that graduation may be delayed due to unavailability. 12. I may withdraw from the agreement at any time without penalty upon written notice to the advisor and Finish in 4 coordinator through letter or email.
As part of the program, Boise State University will 1. Provide an academic advisor at your initial registration and before registration each subsequent semester to review course selections from the recommended 4-year plan provided by the academic department. 2. Provide early enrollment to all Finish in 4 participants who are making satisfactory academic progress at the end of their first undergraduate year. Students won't receive early enrollment until their first undergraduate semester grades are finalized. 3. Assure the availability of courses to enable you to complete the Finish in 4 program. If you meet all the conditions listed above but are unable to graduate with your undergraduate degree due to the unavailability of a course, your department and college will work with you to develop reasonable and appropriate alternatives. If there are no academically acceptable alternatives, the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies will review the alternatives and determine if Boise State University will pay the tuition for you to take the course or courses required for you to complete your degree program within the next year.
General conditions. 1. Failure of a student to be admitted to the intended major or program result in cancellation of the agreement unless a change in major that can be completed in 4 years is approved by the advisor and the Finish in 4 coordinator. Any and all major programs changes must be approved by the advisor and the Finish in 4 coordinator. 2. Schools, colleges, and departments may have additional requirements for the agreement protocol. Those requirements are incorporated into the agreement and protocol, and a copy will be provided to the student by the advisor at the time the agreement is signed.
Now on to the next steps for getting registered for the program. You will go to the Finish in 4 homepage and download the agreement. You will find the link to this page in the original email that was sent with this presentation. Please make sure to download the form and complete the following sections: student name, student ID number, student signature, and the date. Once complete, you will email this form to cobeadvising@boisestate.edu.
Thank you for joining the COBE Finish in 4 presentation. If you have any questions or concerns, you are welcome to reach out to our office directly.